Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Chiefs now backed up for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here we go. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Lawrence Taylor. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And Reed comes flying in from safety for the sack. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For Barednikov, 48 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Dances by him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be caught by Biletnikoff. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Fred Biletnikoff. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Day is on for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with a second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Joe Burrow and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the first down.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. 11, MT. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Burrow, and this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A solid stiff arm. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he's loose again. The 30, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Steelers have got it on cruise control. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Hill will opt for the touchback. That pick six just a moment ago, and things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here, and we'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Pushes past him, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Damian Harris, 36 yards. And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Here we go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Fred Biletnikoff, 72 yards. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gay now set to kick it off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us are.
And for the 4th time, now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Burrow looking to pass. And that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Myers. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. KC's offense ready to take over.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely wanted one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11, mighty. 11,
Here's Burrow. And And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Fights through him. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers.
And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run with Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Got it. Ready?
They'll try to run with Harris. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might...
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls.